New Zealand Stitched Bird. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, please subscribe. If you've watched me a few times and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It will help me make more videos like this that I'm doing today. Today, first up, I have a dress from Seamwork. Now this unfortunately is a Seamwork members only. It's the Natalie shirt dress because I've been trying to find a shirt dress that kind of fits my lifestyle and also one that I can hack. So I'll put a pic up there of me wearing this shirt dress. It's short sleeved, it's called the Natalie. I did a size 16. It's in a cotton sateen. It's got a wee bit of a stretch to it, but it wasn't necessary for the pattern because I've still got plenty of room in it. Buttons down the front, inseam pockets and darts. Now, I believe that it's kind of a little bit on the short side, so I think next time I would add a little bit to the length. I was tossing up whether to make the Mimi G one I've made from a previous video or to do this one. I'm thinking that I will do this one because I really like the collar on it, and I think I'll adjust the length and I'll probably put in a fuller sleeve, maybe with shirring or elastic or some kind of cuff feature. So that's my plans with that one. Now the next one that I bring you is my new Seamwork Dani pinafore. Now I've been wanting to make this pinafore for quite a wee while. I kind of regret that I didn't make it in a better colour for me. Navy's a little bit harsh on me, but I've made it for winter here in New Zealand because we're heading into that, even though you wouldn't believe it, it's 20 degrees today here. So I did make it navy. If I made it again, I would make it in a colour, maybe just a sort of off-white bony colour. Found some needle cord actually that I'd love to make one in, but this one turned out really well. The pattern is amazing how it goes together. It's got a lot of burrito method thingy going on in it, so it comes out really neat, and it's really cool the way that you do the lining on the inside. I'll put a pic of that up there. You actually add all your facings to the lining, then stitch it together to the actual main front and back. So it was really cool how that all came together. I used just a wee piece of lining that I left over from my Maison Fauve waistcoat, and yeah, it's just really nice having that lining when you slip it on. The idea behind me making this was I wanted to be able to dress it up, dress it down, so I've actually put 2 pics in there, wearing it over this top, which is more of a casual top, and wearing it with a bit of a blouse as well, wearing it with boots, wearing it with sneakers. I do feel with the navy, I feel like I need a bit of colour on my legs, but hey, that's all good. I can just wear stockings or something like that. So I made a straight 16. However, I'm very short-waisted, so I actually shortened the bodice by 1 inch, and I think it falls perfectly on me. The skirt, I lengthened it, would you believe, by 4 inches, taking into account that I'd already taken 1 inch off the top of the bodice, so I guess that's only 3 inches more, and I definitely need it. In fact, it should be longer even. And I think I added 2 inches to the lining because I didn't want the lining poking out along the bottom. So my main part's just a poly crepe. It's nothing too exciting. It was just something from my stash. But as I said, I wouldn't mind making one maybe in a slightly lighter bony colour. I think that would be more flattering against my skin colour. And use quite a bit of interfacing because all the shoulder facings, the neck facings are all faced, and I did use a good quality interfacing for that because I think it makes a difference. So I've got a pic of me wearing it over this, a pic of me wearing it over a blouse, and of course you could then layer again over the top. I think it's got great possibilities, and I really think the fit is really good. The deep V is very flattering. Obviously I wouldn't ever wear it probably on its own. I'd always layer it with something. So that was the Dani by Seamwork. Next up, what I want to show you, and I'll just stop the video and just grab it. This is my new Bestie bag by Blackbird Fabrics. I did the self strap with the wee lengthen or shorten buckle. I've top stitched it all the way around with a sort of a caramel colour thread like you would expect to see in jeans. I've done the plate version, however I don't think I would do that again. It just added extra bulk. I've got just a nylon zipper for the zip closure. Inside I had a bit of fun with, and I'll just put a drink bottle in there just to pad it out. I've had a bit of fun with fabrics. I've got my pockets made out of a quilting fabric, Liberty, and my other pocket on the other side. And then I've used some scraps left over from another project for the rest of the lining, so I didn't quite have enough in the Liberty. So it's fully lined, and then they do a really neat job of how they construct it so that you don't see any raw edges or anything. So I'm really happy with that. It's got the gusset going around the bottom of the bag, and they tell you to top stitch it, but I've watched a few YouTubers, and I did watch a YouTube video on making this particular bag, and it is quite challenging to do that, so I decided not to do it, and I think it's fine without it. I did the top stitching across there and the top stitching on the handle. I was a bit sneaky actually. I just used a plain thread in the bottom, so it's just got the top stitching on the top of the strap. And I did use a woven interfacing which was stitched in to give it the body that it needed. The trickiest part is when you get to do the handles and you have to bag it out through here. It is kind of thick, so you just need to think of that, and that's probably why I wouldn't necessarily do the plate version again, because that is a bit of an issue with the many layers that it has. This size is the medium size, and I think it's actually a really good size. I've been using it for work. I find it's really easy to find my phone in it and fit everything in that I need. Definitely be making another one of these, and I can see how a lot of the other YouTubers get addicted to making these, and I think it's quite cool if you've got leftover fabric, or someone mentioned the other day, if you want to try one of the trends but you don't want your whole outfit in it, you can just do a bag in that particular trend, especially the leopard print trend at the moment, or checks, or whatever it happens to be. So I think that's really kind of fun, and yeah, a great project to sort of take your mind off making clothes. You don't have to worry about fit, size, that kind of thing, so it's quite good. So I really recommend this pattern. So next week, I've been quite busy, whoops, sorry about that. So next week, I'm hoping to talk about some of my plans for the change in the season, potentially something in the autumn, winter, but I'm going to try and stick true to my colours. As I said, that navy pinafore was just starting to get a little bit dark for me, so I'm hoping to start using fabrics and things that really suit my skin tone. I think it's so much more flattering. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing my recent makes. Until next time, bye now.